Have you ever noticed something strange? For some people, cleaning a room feels calming, almost comforting. But for others, even looking at the mess feels exhausting. Same room, very different reactions. So what's really going on? This isn't about being tidy or messy. It's about how the brain responds to uncertainty. When life feels unpredictable, your brain looks for stability. Not happiness, not perfection, just something it can control. And your environment becomes the easiest place to start. That's why after a stressful day, you might suddenly feel the urge to organize a drawer, wipe a table, or rearrange a shelf. It's not procrastination, it's regulation. Your brain is quietly saying, if I can't control everything, I'll control this. And here's where biology steps in. Each small task you complete, folding clothes, making the bed, clearing a surface, triggers a tiny release of dopamine. Not excitement, not pleasure, just relief. A signal that says, something is done. At the same time, a calmer environment reduces cortisol, the hormone linked to stress and overload. That's why the room feels lighter. And so do you. But there's a deeper layer most people miss. Your brain doesn't see your surroundings as neutral. It treats them as information. Clutter doesn't just sit there. It constantly reminds your mind of unfinished decisions. Things you meant to deal with. Things you postponed. Things you avoided. For people who are emotionally sensitive, that background noise becomes overwhelming. So organizing isn't about looking impressive, it's about quieting the mind. For others, organization becomes expression, how space flows, where objects belong, what stays visible and what disappears. It's not minimalism, it's meaning. And for many people, the act of organizing becomes a moving meditation. And then there's the emotional part we rarely talk about. Letting go. When you throw something away, you're not just removing an object. You're releasing a version of yourself. Old habits, old expectations, old identities. That's why decluttering can feel heavy, or even emotional. Because you're not cleaning a space, you're updating your story. Your environment becomes a mirror. A chaotic space whispers, you're behind. A clear space whispers, you're capable. And slowly, the way you talk to yourself begins to change. This is why organizing works. Not because it fixes your life, but because it changes the conversation in your head. In the end, organizing isn't about perfection. It's about choice. What stays, what goes, what matters. Every small decision is a vote for how you want to feel. Calm, clear, intentional. So the next time you feel better after organizing, don't dismiss it. Peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you build, one small decision at a time.